Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the master of Hoppets. Today, joined by Brett of Anamyces. Wow, what happened there?
Intense
I
intro.
happened.
Yeah.
We're checking out a beer today. We sat on for a year.
Yeah.
We sat on it.
We sat on it.
Yeah, and now it's nice and warm, and we're ready to drink it. No, we got this.
I smell a lot of rum.
It smells like rum.
Although it's 2 years old.
Yeah. We got this exactly 1 year ago on Beerdome.
Mm-hmm.
Beerdome, you know him, sponsor of the channel, been supplying us with many different cool beers. And, this one we got from him. And this is Prairie's Pirate Paradise.
Yeah.
I was so stoked on trying this because back in the day, Bourbon Paradise by Prairie was one of my favorite coconut stouts. That was before we tried some of the stuff we tried as of late. Yeah. And
it's
also
still an amazing beer.
It was amazing. It's still definitely world class. And when we had it quite drunk in the Christmas calendar, take it with a grain of salt, but I vaguely remember it being good.
Yeah.
But for some reason, this specific vintage people just didn't like it. And
the other vintages of this Pirate Paradise have been apparently much better.
Yeah.
So.
And the fun thing is, I actually was thinking briefly about trading for this. Not the 19, just the vintage as this, but just in general. But I was like, yeah, it's Prairie. It should be easy to get. Yeah. I don't know if I want to trade for it. And I kind of didn't. And then it just showed up in Europe. And I was like, yeah, okay, let's get a bottle. Yeah. So we got it. But we'll see now with a year of age if the booziness has died down, because that was what people critiqued it most for.
Yeah, for lacking base.
Yeah. This is a massive 13% Imperial Stout with coconut and vanilla, aged in rum barrels.
Yeah, but it's pretty tiny compared to Bourbon Paradise, which is almost 15%. So
that's phenomenal, though.
Yeah.
When it's good, it's really good. But Prairie usually also makes some really good beers.
Yeah.
They just don't have the same level of hype anymore. But I think also
they nail flavors.
Yeah, but the thing is also with hype, it often comes and goes, and then it goes to another brewery. Everyone gets nuts over that, and also often if the availability gets huge, hype that's also kind of goes hand in hand. Yeah. But we'll see how this is. I hope it's not going to be crazy boozy.
But I think with Prairie maybe it's a bit different. I actually think people taste and rate rather than hype and rate.
Yeah, I agree.
I actually think it's a brewery where people really judge the product because it has been quite widely available for a few years.
Agreed. And it's they have had ups and downs. Some have been world class amazing beers, and some has been just really good. And generally the level has been really high. But there's also just something about the thrill of the hunt, and then
of course.
When you get that fucking BBT and it's as good as you always dreamed it would be.
Yeah.
That's also part of it. But
it is.
We could talk about that, but we aren't gonna.
Nope.
Looks nice. Very black.
Yeah, black.
It poured out fairly thick, but it is kind of cola-esque in the glass.
Yeah. I smell tons of rum.
Yeah, I just smell straight rum from here.
Really wet rum barrel.
Not much head left, but you can generate a little bit of a tan head. But let's check out the aroma on this one. Yeah, really milky coconut.
Yeah.
Loads of rum, but it's not as boozy as I was fearing.
No, it's actually...
It smells really nice.
It's actually quite, well integrated with that. It's not like a huge base, but
no.
There's, as you say, milk chocolate. There's a bit of vanilla.
Yeah,
smooth coconut.
I think milky chocolate, milky coconut, and definitely molasses. It doesn't go all the way into this kind of drømmekage top, but it's almost like you had some fresh desiccated coconut and coconut milk mixed into it.
It smells very fresh.
It's also quite
vibrant.
caramelly, but not super. But very fresh. And then underneath there is slightly tropical rum aromas, almost like dried tropical fruit, like a dried mango, or there's just a sweet kind of.
But it doesn't go crazy funky as with the julemilk. That one was far out funky, weird.
Yeah, crazy rum character because of dunder.
Yeah, really, dead bats and pineapples.
Yeah. The thing is, rum can be quite tropical because of dunder. But,
Yeah.
This smells nice.
This Smells, you know,
bit of
tropical, but in a tasteful kind of way.
Nothing crazy. Really nice tones of caramel to it as well. It smells nice.
It smells
good.
Let's
try it. Cheers, and thanks to Beerdome for the beer.
Cheers.
I see the problem people have with the base instantly. Yeah. It's really fizzy and not thick at all.
Yeah, it's quite a thin base. It's a very thin base.
I don't think it's crazy boozy. There's heat. There's definitely.
But I definitely see this 2 years ago would have been like burn.
Yeah.
But it's not now. It's not burn, but it's, you know, it doesn't have much to, you know, build on.
It really tastes like licorice-confect.
Yeah.
Danish confectionery candy. It's like licorice. Often with different like sweet fillings.
It's weird because the aroma doesn't have that much of licorice.
No,
but the flavor is very licoricey.
It's all right. It's really rum forward. It's very and then this licorice. It's just
lots of licorice. That's weird.
But rum can go into that, I think. And then with this coconut and everything. Yeah, it's a bit licorice. Is it a bit watery? Maybe not watery, but it's just so spirit forward that it feels a bit thin in the mouth. Yeah, it almost feels like when you have when you drink a spirit, it's like that. It usually doesn't have mouthfeel because it's so strong. It's almost the same. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's like the barrel drained out the base beer. Like look at those curtains. It's like. Yeah, it just looks like straight rum. But it's insane because there's coconut in it. Yeah. You know, coconut usually makes, you know, Imperial Stout so thick. Because of the oil. Like, imagine this without coconut. It must be like drinking water. Yeah. It's like barrel-aged stout water.
Yeah. Because it's really fizzy and thin. It's very different from the different barrel-aged beers I remember from Prairie. We were just unlucky having the one... you know, batch of this beer that people just didn't really like, and you know, I see why. It's not a bad beer. It's just not like anywhere near world class or fantastic or anything.
I don't think I've had a barrel aged beer with this much licorice.
No, I don't think I've had a barrel aged beer this thin in a long time either. Like there's no heft. It's just almost like sipping on a spirit. Yeah. But it's not boozy. You know, there's definitely warmth.
The booze has died down.
The booze has died down. But I you know, as you just said, a year ago, this must just been like, it's like taking a shot of rum with beer flavor.
Yeah. Yeah. It tastes pretty good, but it's I'm not that stoked on it.
No, me neither. It's got those licoricey things we talked about, like licorice candy, and as I said, it's a confectionery thing. Licorice, there's a sweet filling, and there's sometimes desiccated coconut, Bassett's, all sorts.
Light umami, like
I think
it's actually soy.
Yeah, I think it's a British candy, to be honest. It works well in some beers that are sweeter and fudgier, that flavor. Yeah. But in this, it's just too thin and fizzy. Yeah. There's some dry wood. There's some cherry wood. There's a bit of dark fruit, maybe even lots of molasses and
you know, definitely molasses.
These flavors you like, these dark fruity, maybe not dark fruity, but like these really molassesy, rummy, coconutty, slightly fruity flavors, like. And dry flavors you often associate with rum barrels. 85, I think. 3.5 on Untappd.
Yeah, it's
something like that.
It's pretty. Yeah.
It's all right beer, but I don't think it's a great beer.
No, me neither. Yeah, 80, 85, 86. Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's all right. You know,
but it's far from the best level.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm glad I've had distance from the Prairie beers, and I'm not like super like. If I was super hyped and into Prairie as I used to be back in the day, right now I'd be so massively disappointed.
Yeah, you had the holiday weekend, which was really good. You gave that a 95, so
it was amazing.
That's the reason still deliver.
Yeah. But if you know, if this was as up on my list as it was, you know, at a point where I was seeking it out, I would have been really disappointed. Yeah, but this was just like, oh, they have it. Let's try it. When we got it. But yeah, holiday weekend, much better. This is one of the best Prairie beers I've done in a long time. But yeah, I think an 85 is alright for this. Yeah. It's a bit meh, you know. Yeah. It's decent.
Meh. It's
decent, but it's not a bad beer. No. It's just, you like rum, you're going to love it. It'll get you fucked up if that's what you're looking for. But
I would say not necessarily. My dad has a lot of rum, and I actually like to drink that, just clean, much
straight.
more than this or straight.
Yeah.
I like the flavors of those rums more than this. They are much more like tropical and coconutty than this. This, it's way too licoricey and molasses forward to me.
Yeah, I agree. So there we go. We finally cracked it. About time. But if you guys had a chance to try the 2019 vintage specifically of Prairie's Pirate Paradise, let us know what you thought of it. Bit of a disappointment, but you can't win every single time, even though we've been winning a lot lately.
Yeah.
So if you guys had a chance to try this vintage specifically, or just one that's better, let us know. And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And we're going to say cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
And see you guys in another beer review.